measurable. So today we are starting one of the most important chapter in physics, physical quantities and measurement. This is the first chapter in ICSE physics for 7th grade. And this also holds good for CBSE kids too. So nothing much changes. Yeah. So just want to ask you this few questions. Have you guys ever wondered how we know? Wait, let me get this. Laser pointer. Yeah. How do we know how long this table is? Which table? This table. And how much water is in your bottle, or how fast this bike is going, right? If it starts, it's now standing, but how fast it can go. So in science, right, everything starts with a measurement. I'm sure you guys wouldn't have seen this kind of measurement, but in olden days, not olden days, during my days in Kaka Agdi, this was the one which they used to weight. Sorry. So what is a physical quantity? Simple question. Can you measure happiness? No. They can always tell, right? I'm so happy, I feel on top of the world. But how top? God knows. Or can you measure love? By this time you guys would have all seen in these movies, right? I love you so much. But how much? But we can always measure your length, your weight, your time. My weight, oh my God, I can't even measure. Even that is like not a physical quantity anymore. Overweight. Yeah. So anything that can be measured is called a physical quantity. Example, height of a student and the volume, how much water is there in this small jar. It also holds a fish. Or how fast you can run, the speed, and the area of the park, right? These can all be measured, but these abstracts cannot be measured. So what's the idea behind these physical quantities? Our physical quantities always have two things. One is a number, a magnitude, which says how much. Second is the unit. What measurement are we using to this number? Your height is 150 is a wrong statement. Your height is 150 centimeter is a correct statement. I walked 5 is what? You walked 5 kilometers, you walked 5 minutes, you walked 5 foot. It's an abstract, right? But I walked 5 kilometers is a right statement. Now, how do we measure area? Area means what? It simply means the space which it covers, or how much surface a shape covers, right? When you lay tiles in your house, I'm sure every house would be having a tile, unless you are really rich and have one small marble flooring. I have a tile at my home, right? So each tile covers some space. So when you count the total number of tiles, right, that's the total area. And the painting on the wall, if the wall has more area, you need more paint. Now I don't know what kind of painting this guy has done, but yeah, he has left a lot of spaces here and there. Or a cricket ground. Hey, this is not a cricket ground, this is that American baseball ground. Okay. Now Chinnaswamy Stadium or Chepauk Stadium has a smaller area compared to your Sydney or your Melbourne cricket stadium, right? Where people run a lot. Now we have formulas. We have definite formula of how do you calculate square. It's nothing but side into side. Rectangle, we all know it is length into breadth. And triangle, it's half of the base into height. Correct? Now, what do you mean by area again? Area is more of counting how many squares fit inside. Now, every area, right, has a unit conversion. Notebook, it's measured in centimeter square, a smaller one, right? But when you look at room, right, it is more of a meter square or square meter. Farm, usually in hectare or acres, right? But look at this. You don't take this centimeter square and tell, okay, come, let's measure the area of a cricket ground. It takes your whole life. Yeah. Virat Kohli would have become an old man by that time. Now, what we saw here till now is more of how you measure the standard shapes and sizes. Correct? But what about those irregular shapes? Irregular shapes don't have a formula. Leaf, you cannot say just length into breadth, correct? Or a lake, you cannot just say it's a rectangle, triangle, square, correct? Or the country maps, any maps of the country or your state or your locality where you stay, right? They don't have a perfect shape. So what do we use in these cases? We have something called a graph paper, which by this time you guys would have all been exposed to. What they do is you take the shape, you take the leaf, sketch the boundary of the leaf, exactly the shape, and count the number of squares, the whole squares and the half squares. When you add them, that becomes the area of the irregular shape. Now, can we use the same graph sheet for measuring lake or measuring the area of a country? No, for that there's a different method. All right. Now, what these in physics they always say, right? When math fails, counting helps. So boys, what we measure, boys and girls and boys, yeah. What we measure today is what is measurement, what is an area, how to measure a regular shape, how to measure irregular shape. And in the next video, we will do